You're good to go.
Oh, okay. Uh, we are a 127-year-old real estate family office, founded in 1893. I run our hotel development side, and we're currently involved in 3 major resort projects, 2 in California, 1 in Florida, and 3 limited service hotels. The total's about 600 million of our projects, hotel projects, under development right now.
Appreciate that. Let me just say, you look great for 127.
I'm the 4th generation chairman.
All right.
My great grandfather started things.
We want to focus our discussion today on both the challenges and the opportunities created by the coronavirus and crisis. Share a little bit of what we're hearing from owners, investors, lenders as they work through loan restructurings, asset management challenges, reopening.
We're a little bit different than most of your panelists, or probably most of your listeners on this thing. We have a very long-term view, and I'm kind of the heretic of the industry right now. I don't want to scare anybody with this, but my look at those issues is when you hear a lot of the panelists on other webinars or just articles about our industry, everybody says, oh, we're not going to get back to where we were until 2023. I'm the exact opposite. Doug, I agree with your comment about 2020 being a rocky road. I do agree with that. But my comment is, I absolutely believe that 2021 is going to have the same year-end numbers that 2019 just finished. I think that the drop, which was precipitous as a result of the virus, I think the road back is going to be equally immediate. Again, the year 2020 is a full write-off for everybody. But tied to Roman's comment and Jonathan's as well, these lenders don't want to foreclose. They don't want to take back these properties. But more importantly, I think the customer will be back in 2021 immediately. And tied to Jonathan Fallick's comment, I do believe there will be, quote unquote, the cure, whatever that is, and that the customers will come right back. You asked before, Doug, about conventions. Instead of doing webinars like we're all doing today, iGlobal will be back doing in-person conferences. So all the real estate groupies, instead of having to watch Jonathan Fallick on the webinar, can go directly and get his autograph in person. But I think all of that will be back come January 1, 21. And we won't even know what a webinar is anymore a year from today. That's really what I believe. Everybody has short memories. That's one thing I found in business.
But one thing I'd like to add, Bob, as part of your plan, are you also seeing mergers a part of that, or staying kind of as we are?
Allie, one of the key things you see in the merger business is obviously the financing of acquisitions. And per Doug's original question, right now, at least temporarily, the financing business is on its ear. And Jonathan can certainly talk about that in a second. So that's the one thing that I see as cutting down on a lot of the mergers that were about to happen. We happen to be negotiating to buy a major hotel project in Vegas right now. But again, there's a big pricing reset and a big financing issue temporarily. I'm hoping again that most of those are going to be gone in 3 to 4 months. And then I think you will see a lot of mergers like you're talking about, and a lot more deal flow. I think that you're going to see the debt funds that Jonathan was talking about are the ones that will lead the supply of money back into the marketplace. They get these piggish high yields. And today you've got some borrowers who are pretty desperate. They'll accept those kind of loans. those debt funds will be the first to fund deals. After they close a couple of these deals in the hotel industry, then and only then will you see the banks coming back in to do more reasonable deals once they've let the debt funds, fund the first deals. And as I said, I think by 2021, you asked before about CMBS. I think CMBS volume in 2021 will end up being the same as 2019. So again, a rocky road right now, but in my opinion, a very fast recovery on the financing side, but not until 2021.
As you look 2 to 3 years into the future, does this crisis change your willingness to own hotels? Does it change the kinds of hotels that you would want to own or lend on? If so, where would you be putting your money today? Or where would you be thinking, where would you be planning to put your money over the next 12 months?
Doug,
Maybe-
I'll throw one quick comment on that, just on a 30-second thing. You guys talked before about owning in local drive-to markets. That's something we've been focused on. I mean, I don't see the pandemic happening again frequently over the next 10 years. But one thing it has shown us is that people get scared about flying. And here in Los Angeles, for example, we've just gotten into a huge project in Palm Springs. Palm Springs is a 2-hour drive to market, and where somebody doesn't need to go flying anywhere. We really now see the benefit of what you talked about before in local drive-to resorts, where the whole aviation discussion is taken out of the picture. And that's a big focus of ours from here forward.
So, we put some questions out there. When do we get back to 90% of prior peak performance? 40% say 12 to 24 months, 32% 24 to 36 months, and 28% more 36 to 48 months. So, call it roughly a third, a third, a third. How does that feel? I know, Bob, your expectation is that we get back pretty quickly. Did other people feel like those are kind of reasonable timeframes?
Doug, I'm actually surprised at this. I would have thought that the poll results would have been much longer. I'm virtually the only person in the industry that talks about 1 year. Everybody else is on a much longer time frame. So I'm surprised at these results.
Maybe you influenced them, Bob.
That's right. We put your finger on it when you talked about reluctance to get on planes. I mean, I got to say personally, I can't wait to get on a plane. And, if somebody coughs anywhere within 10 feet of me, I'm going
Right, you're going to want to switch seats.
punch him in the nose.